Arkulusrex coming at you live. We've got some more Final Fantasy today. Let me just get this timer going, and we will get started. We struggled a bit with the last one, not gonna lie. We lost about an hour 30 of progress in the warship, and we had to reset. And then we were about to hop out, do a save, and then continue on. Then we realized you can't go out once you've gone in. You're in. There was someone blocking the way, and we couldn't talk to him, we couldn't do anything. So, we had to power through. We did skip a few things to make sure that we could just keep going and get to the get to the engine room and blow it up with the sun blaze. Well, we did that. So we got through to that. And now we're trying to see what's going on after that event. The king has died. The king is no more. I don't know where the princess is. So we're gonna have to figure that out. I am testing something different here, so I'm hoping I don't drop frames. I'm actually rendering a video in the background because I need to. So we'll see how this goes, and if it works, it might be the new normal. If it doesn't work, we'll never do it again. I actually started rendering this probably like 2 and a bit hours ago, and it's just it's taking longer than I expected. So let's see who's in the throne room again. I'm trying to refreshify my memory. I think that's Gordon. I think this is Gordon. Excuse me, had a sneeze coming on. When the Emperor attacked Dist at the first time, everyone thought that it's just a discord, but the Emperor meant to massacre all the dragon from the beginning. Now, I think we noted dragon already, yeah. And then we ask him about it. I hear that dragons understand the language of the dragon. Clear, concise, understandable. I love it. Alright, so dragon. Dist. It's on an island far away, east of the snowfield. Okay. If you find a ship at Parm, sail to the south. Okay, ship at Parm. Ship at Parm. Oh no, the king passed away. He did indeed. Let's go see Mingwu again and see what he had to say. I can't remember. My brain is fried. Okay, there's absolutely no one in here. And I think, are we down? We are officially a party of 3. Okay, let's check this room down here. This is interesting in this version. Sorry, not version, but this second one. That the dialogue changes in the cities quite frequently when you're progressing the story, so that's pretty interesting. Alright, so let's talk to her about the dragon. She knows nothing. What about the warship? Nothing. Chime? Nothing. She's got nothing to say. Do we... No, she doesn't want the ring. Was there anything else we got? We got the torch. So, she's... I don't know, she just had hearts and stuff. I don't know what that means. I think she's probably just happy. Let's see what these people have to say. King passed away. I think all these guard-looking dudes. That's what I'm gonna call them anyways. I'm gonna say. I want to fly on the dragon. Me too. See what this old man has to say. Dist, it's on an island far to the east of the snowfield. You'll find a ship at Parm, sail to the south. Okay, I'm gonna move on from this. I'm going to head to the inn here. We need a recharge. Alright, and let's just check to see if any of the weapons and armor places have since upgraded. We're a party of 3 again. They haven't mentioned anything about John. May I help you? Ah, we're good. So I think that John's still off the table as far as going to get him. I am busy. What about the dragons? Okay, cool. Oh, this guy had nothing good as far as I remember. Actually, maybe we should check again in case it updates. Nope. That was easy enough to tell. I would say that that's not either. If this... Okay, I would say that at this point, there's not a lot to be had. So we're gonna go to Arm. Where's my map? There it is. Arm is probably Palum on this map. Translation's probably a bit different. Some easy fights for a change, but I will say this, M's leveled a lot in that warship. Actually, they all leveled quite substantially. Yeah. Oh, we almost made it. I still think it's such an interesting choice that they've made that you can't get attacked in the water this time. That's very interesting. Like, they didn't want to put the water creatures in, or... maybe they're in the later part of the game, I'm not sure. I was a little bit late to the stream today, not drastically. I was probably like 7 or 8 minutes late to the stream. I was cleaning up some games. We're gonna take a few in to get resurfaced tomorrow, and the girlfriend wants to look at engagement rings. Oh, there's a girl here. Going to Dist? You're lucky. We are going to Dist. Want to join us? Must be a trick, but it's free. Yes, we'd love to. Screw it. Let's go. Waiting outside. What do you know about the dragons? Nothing? Cool. Let's just go. Oh, okay. Okay. They're boarding us somewhere else here. Where is Dist on the map? What is going on here? So we went... They said we were gonna go south. Okay, it looks like it's diced on this one. So they go south. And then they'd have to go all the way back north, unless there's a passage I'm not seeing. I'm not sure. Anyways, hold up. Leave it all, and we won't kill you. Too good to be true. Wanna die? Get them, fellers! Fellers. Man, I haven't heard anybody use the word fellers in so long. It's a paybeat. These are some unfortunate looking pirates. One shot. One shot. Oh, they've picked a bad fight. Don't they know who we are? We're the chosen ones. I wonder how this was translated, if someone actually, like, who was really fluent in the language did it, or if they used some sort of, online translation because I know that's wrong. That's supposed to say pirate. We got hit for one hit, 7 damage. Do, 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 do. $1,700 gold? Let's do more of those. You got us, now kill me. Why not? Join the rebellion. Scamps like us? Are they dancing? Okay, now get ready, fellers. The end of the world, it doesn't matter. I go wherever you go. Raylia, join the party. I think that's a Raylia good idea. We have control of the ship. Raylia is what? What are you to us? She's got a tiara, a large dagger, and a long sword. Okay. She's got pearl and a long bow. Interesting. We'll see how she goes with that for a little bit. She seems to be pretty low on health. Does she have spells? She's got lightning 2, which is pretty crazy good. Alright, so we hit this. Where are we at? We are... Now... It doesn't, to me, look like on this map you can get through. But maybe this map's wrong. Now, I wonder if we'll get attacked now. It seems like it's a high likelihood. Yeah, see, that seems all... Oh, we can just on and off this bad boy. That's cool. That's so much better than the first game. Obviously, it took us a while to get to this point. It said to sail south, so I'm thinking that it's gonna like connect back up here, like you would go around a globe. We've got a small island there. Let's have a look. What do we got here? I think we missed the island. Ooh, sea snakes. 40 damage. Not too bad. Those sea snakes look awesome. Such a good sprite. Let's give this magic a shot. See what you can do. Hits for 29 damage. Alright. Wait, what about my lightning? Okay, these guys got some defenses going on. The lightning didn't do anything, I guess. It cast. Man, I must have missed it. It must have come and gone before I realized. These guys are stronger than we thought. They think we were. They're, than we thought. Yeah, okay. These guys are stronger than we thought. Words. Difficulty. am I alive? I breathe the free air, but am I free? The questions that ponder the universe. A dagger looks like it goes quick. We better heal Raylia. She's, I don't know, a crit could take her out. You might need some, I need some training. Really, I missed everything. I would really enjoy this fight being over now. Alright, everyone attack this one. Let's get this done. No damage. Did I miss this, that we're just not doing physical damage to these guys? Oh no. There we go. It must just be like a low hit chance or something. We can do it. We can take them out. Everybody all at once. One more hit, I reckon. One more hit. Lost sight. Oh, that's right. She's got the blinding bow. Well, that was way more challenging than what I had expected it to be. 300 gold. Let's get everybody healed up. What items do we have? Power, lightning. The silver. I don't think we wanna make her a caster or like a distance or a range or anything like that. Spells. Let's let Ems get in here and start doing some cures. Do one more on Theo. Nice. And then we need to have a look at this map. Okay, we missed the island. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, that's fine. I was just checking to make sure I was happy with the layout of the party. Kaizoku. I wonder if that doesn't have a translation. That sounds potentially Japanese. Oh shoot, everybody's poisoned. I forgot about that. Alright, well let's just focus on 2 of these at a time. We'll see how we go. Oh, he dead. He's so dead. He didn't even know how dead he is. Hey, my video finished. You know what that means? We can close OBS. Or, not OBS. DaVinci Resolve. Let's see how we go. Can we take the rest of these guys out? Let's go like that. Nice. Tropical Isle. And then, so, we need to go east more. To Dist. And we need to get rid of this damn poison. I hope Dist is like a town. I'm feeling like we should probably not go to this island. Just because we could get absolutely owned straight away. So you got... That's life heal. Let's see if heal 1... No, see, no one needs heal 1. You can do that. Yeah, okay. Everybody's kosher on the health. Now, we need to go... I'm pretty sure it was nearly straight east of the island below us. So let's just boogie east for a bit. These pirates, they've got booty to plunder. Let me plunder your booty. Let me plunder your booty. I'm surprised we didn't take more of these guys out. That's disappointing, but that's alright. We'll get 2 of them this time for sure. So those sea creatures were manageable, but you wouldn't want more of them in a fight. That ended up being a journey, and I think a big part of it is Relia. I could be pronouncing that wrong. Could be butchering that. She's not exactly hitting things right now. So we'll see when she starts to get some levels. We'll see how she goes. We'll see how she goes. Lots of gold. Man, is there gold down here. So much booty to plunder. Booty. Okay, it's gonna be south a bit more. Let's hit this edge here. And then, ooh, I think we're gonna get... Okay, we got a couple of these things here. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw some lightning out there as well. And then you two, I think I did this right. Nope. That's good. Hit him with the lightning. 52 damage, that's not too bad. Especially if we can get it to hit pretty frequently. I'm thinking that, do that, and then we'll throw some lightning from Relia as well. Oh, she got absolutely smoked. All right, let's go. We got this. Big hits, come on. This is not what I had in mind. Come on. Go team. This one's blind. I'd love it if I could see their status effects. That would be so convenient. Better throw a heal out there for Theo. go after this one. Take him down. You can do it. Uh-oh. Are they getting stronger through the fight? Is that what's going on here? Critical hit. They've got quite a bit of health. Everybody take this guy down. Everybody. All at once. Come on. This is the round. Nice. Alright. We better throw another heal out here. Oops. Who'd we heal? We did a mistake. We want to put that on Theo. And then we need to res Relia. Who's got life spells? I know you got it. Alright, let's pop some healing as well. I'll get you to do some healing. Let's balance this out a little bit more. You also need to get rid of these poison effects. You threw the ringer right now, bud. You're on the clock. I saw in the news that the unions of Australia are putting forth a 4-day work week. Now, I don't know all the details, so fill me in if you know, but I'm all for it. Looks like Dist is just down here. Dist just down here. You know what? Let's save it. Can we save it in the open seas? We can. We better save it so no one plunders our booty. Alright, this would be the island of Dist. Who's still poisoned? Oh, my bad. Let's take care of that. There we go. Okay, there's a town in there. Let's kind of wing around up here. This looks like a good spot. Going to Castle Dist. Oh, Jesus. Undead army here. Holy crap, what is going on? Give him some of your magic. Let's go. The ghoul did not die. That wasn't a very big hit. What's going on here? Lightning 2 for 43 damage. Oh, that was a good hit. That was not a good hit. Alright. Let's take these two in the front out, because if I'm not mistaken, they've got like a... Is it a paralyze, or is it like the darkness thing? You just can't hit anything. Oh, because you're at the back. Why are you at the back? Is it the poison? Nice. Let's see if she'll just wildly throw some lightning out here. Go for it. Another one down. Do. More magic from you. What do you got? Dead. Maybe you won't even get to cast your magic. That'd be fine. Oh, maybe you will. It looks like you're gonna cast it. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Alright. Let's heal these sunglasses. Is that a heal 1? Nope. It's a heal 2. Nice. No more sunglasses. Hopefully this is a town. What's going on here? Bobby says go away. The dragons, Bobby. What if we say Ivy? No. Bobby just fucked off. Bobby. Confused. I also think there's a good chance we shouldn't be in here yet. At least not in our current condition. Let's save. Yes. Okay, now we'll go back in so that if we get absolutely trounced in here, at least we're right there. Bobby, I'm telling my mom. Okay, Bobby. Take this treasure from you, Bobby. You found tent. Ominous. Really. Bobby and his mom. Wonder if she's related to somebody we know. Wow, I thought you were the Empire soldiers. I'm gonna be a great dragon like they're dragons. Please excuse my son, his father was a dragon, but he was killed by the Empire. The last dragon is in this room. He's trying to tell us something, but I do not understand. If I had the pendant, I could talk with the dragon. A pendant should be on the second floor of the cave. Dragon. Emperor poisoned the water for the dragons. Poor dragons all died. Dragoon cannot flight without dragons. God, I wish I knew if there was a better translation than that. So there's a dragon in here. Uh-huh. He's just a little guy. Gah-goo-rrr. Sounds like a baby. I mean, this feels like it's just free reign to just walk around here wherever we want. Doesn't seem to be any encounters or anything like that going on. Let's go down here. It's kind of a nice change to not constantly be under attack. Okay, we've got a stairwell here. Treasure. You found a revive. Okay. It's obviously preparing us for what's about to come. Perhaps we're gonna tent and then save. Is that how we want to do this? Or do we want to go in and explore a little bit, and then come out and tent and then save? Questions of the universe. Interesting that you would put these rooms in this place. Ooh. You found curse. You found stop. You found stun. Let's see what those do. I've got my thingamajigger here. Curse, stun, and stop. Those must be all black magic, so let's switch over to that. Curse. Inflicts a curse. Stun. Inflicts paralysis. Stop. Inflicts paralysis. Interesting. So stun and stop can go on 2 different people. How about that? We'll do... Curse. For M's. And then we'll do... Stop. For M's. And then we'll do stun. Arc. We've got the power, the lightning. I'm just contemplating what we do. Maybe we just give this power to Theo. Who doesn't have lightning? Do we just give it to somebody? Yeah, we'll give it to Ark. Just so it's not in our inventory. Alright, cool. We got a little bit more breathing room here. Let's see how we go. We've used a lot of magic, that's the thing. We've used a lot of magic to heal and get rid of status effects and things like that. Things of that nature. You found unicorn. Okay. No idea what unicorn does yet. I think that's how we came down here, so let's go this way. Wow. You found a sword wing, you found a will potion, a wisdom potion, soft potion, eye drops, purify, curse, and pan. I feel like we've had pan before. What's pan do? Is that an item? I thought we already had a pan. Who needs to remember? Oh, so that's for remembering magic spells. That's interesting. We can give wing to Theo, for sure. Oh no. Wait a second. Do we switch back to swords with Ark? I mean, I feel like it was better. He's got a wear thingamajigger. Let's do wing. I don't know if I like the wear thing that much. We'll switch back to swords and see how it feels. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll save it so we don't have to do this again. And then we'll make our way into the cave. See what's going on in there. Let's save it. Okay. Up to the cave we go. Okay, so this is more of things we've already fought before. Who's got ice? Oh no. This guy's gotta go down. You can throw some ice on this dude. And then you are already at the back because I forgot to switch. You throw lightning. Nice. You're dead. Ice suit for 110 damage. Didn't die. Okay, let's go after this wizard. Pretty hot and heavy. You can throw some ice. And then you've still just got lightning. Can you hit the stalactite at the back? Beautiful. Do. Kill one. Wow. Resilient. One down. Alright, what kind of money are we getting from these? 400? Too bad, not too bad. We have a sleep spell. Switch out with the garlic. I don't know what that garlic's for, to be honest with you. No idea. Let's go into the cave. Oh, we got these guys. We got 2 of them this time. I don't think we're ready. I don't think we're ready for this. Boy, that's a big difficulty spike. That is a very, very big difficulty spike. That is a huge difficulty spike. There's more going on here than what we know. There's got to be somewhere else to go. That was ridiculous. That was actually ludicrously hard. That's really interesting. Let's grab our boat. Let's head out of here. Because even like this fight's gonna be relatively challenging. Oh, okay, we one-shot that guy. That's good. I feel like the sword's the way to go with Ark. Actually, hold on. Is my shirt... It's a little bit see-through. That's funny. I didn't even realize. I was just thinking about it. I was like, you're wearing a green shirt in front of your green screen. It's gonna potentially look odd. I'd really like it if you could hit... Why are you at the back again? Because you died, that's why. Oh, we died and it reset. That's right. That's right. We gotta... Far out, we gotta fix that. Oh, my drink's gone. So we gotta look around the area and see if there's something else to discover, because that cave is way stronger than we are. That's where it's pointing us, which is really interesting. Maybe when we get back on land in some of these other areas, they have something else to talk about. Because these sea snakes are relatively strong. They got a lot of health. And they hit for some good chunks. Nothing like crazy, but they hit for some good chunks. We'll see. Alright. We're gonna go south. What's this island looking like? And then I think we're gonna end up going east. Or sorry, west. Couple of carbies. See, these guys aren't too bad. So those sea snakes are a little... They're really durable. They take a lot of hits. A lot of hits. We need to get back to a town. We need to charge up some of this magic power. Oh man, we need to switch her back to the front. My goodness, switch her back to the front. Switch her back to the front. Just switch her back to the front. Switch her back to the front. So, where are we going to be landing? So there's a town right there. Head up here. See what's going on up here. Could you move, please? Could you move, please? Oh my god. Do you realize AI would not have existed? Or, yeah, the CPU would not have known back then how to get out of our way effectively. Let's have a look at... Well, let's talk to some people. We don't need to be afraid of the Empire anymore. Right. Banish them. You did it! We did it. It's a collective effort. All of us working together. But we did it. May I help you? You may. No, you don't. Let's sell some stuff. Let's get rid of this garlic. It seems like a waste. We'll get rid of this. Unicorn? 500 gold for the unicorn. I feel like the unicorn might be something kind of cool, but I don't know. We're not looking at guides, so it's a little bit like random guesses. Get rid of that wooden helmet. Alright. Bye. What's up here? Shields. Now, what was her armor again? No. She's got a large dagger and a long sword. Large dagger and a long sword. Which is those two. There's not much doing here. We're healed, which is great. But other than that, ain't much going on. I reckon we go south. We go east a little bit and then south. Save it. And then, we'll see what that place down there has to offer, and if it's like really high level. Because I feel like there's got to be something in between this and the cave at Dist. Dist Castle? Cool. That's awesome. We got a lot of stuff from there, and they told us where to go. Other than that, not much going on. Alright. These Carbies should be a one-shot for most of the party now. Or at least half of the party. 9 damage. Oh no. Arby's blind. Let's send the 2 heavy hitters on this dude down on the sea snake. 99 damage. Not bad. Come on, take out the Carbie. $72 damage. Poison. Can you kill this thing already? There we go. These 2 heavy hitters should take this out, surely. Nice. Nice. That's what we want. All hands on deck. Let's get it done. Surely we can get it out this round. Everyone attacking it. Is she just that inept with her 2 weapons? We need to do some healing and some curing. Get Amazon on the heals. She needs to get her magic up. Not bad, not bad. I think we're keep going south. Yep, south. Okay, there's like a thing straight down there. Pirates. Always pirates. These guys have such good money though. Rizoku is dead. Come on. Can you do something down there? You're as bad as Gordon when he got into the party. Holy crap. Oh, that was a good hit. Should have never gotten rid of the swords for him because he's hitting way harder with this sword again. Dead. What do we got here? So we have something straight down. I don't know what that is though. Oh, that's right. We can't get in there. Land ray. This is new. I don't know if these are going to be too strong or not. Nah. Too strong for her, that's for sure. Alright, let's take one of them out for sure. Critical hit, and it's still not dead. Yeah, okay, this isn't the place to be. This. Alright, let's do everything on this guy. Let's see if we can take him out. Oh, he did. No. It's paralyzed. Oh, great. Oh, great. Alright. Not looking good. I wonder where we're supposed to go next. Not really much choice here. We're just gonna have to try and run. Dead. Party wipe. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick break, grab something to drink, and I will be right back in a minute with more Final Fantasy II. All right, we're back. I have no idea where to go. It tells me to go to Dist. We went to Dist, and then it points you to the cave. And then we go to the cave, and we get one shot. So, now we just gotta figure out where to go. And the last place we just went was not right. We got killed there very quickly as well. Let me have a look at this other map. That sounds terrible. It looks like we should go north. Do we... Dreadnought. Dreadnought. What's Dreadnought? Is that the ship? Is Dreadnought the ship? Is that what the name of it is? Because it kind of looks like if we were to keep going south, we'll come across that area. Let's do that. Unless it just expects you to like sail the sea for a while to level up. The possibility. Where are we at? So, straight south is where we just tried to go. Just trying to think of what makes sense here. I honestly don't know. Maybe we just got like a really bad fight in the cave. I mean, that's a possibility. One thing we can do is we can probably get some better weapons for Ryla. Rila, whatever her name is. We can probably do that. We really just need to grind. As sad as it sounds, I hate that like a whole stream could be dedicated to just grinding and not story progression, but that could be where we're at. We can't get through there. More pirates. It doesn't look like there's a way down here. Do. We'll see what we can actually see here. Okay, so we could... Wait, where are we? This isn't what I thought it was. This is not what I thought it was. We're near the Mystian Tower. We pretty much have to go straight north all the way. Holy crap. We're gonna be sailing. We're gonna be absolutely sailing for a while. Oh, we got another one of these. And we got some eagles out here too. That's interesting. Wait, everybody on this damn sea snake right away. I just wish she could hit something. Like she's hitting, but for no damage. Come on. Shouldn't have much more left, surely. I don't think these eagles would be too strong anymore. Yeah, no. We can smoke these guys. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's alright. That's alright. 323 damage. Holy crap. We're just gonna sail all the way. Oh, let's see. We got poison here. Let's get rid of that before we forget. We should probably heal Relia a little bit. Rella. Sorry, Ryla. Whatever her name is. Oh, nice hit. Oh, fantastic. I didn't expect to go that quick. This poison's getting annoying, I tell you that much. Nice. We'll get some healing done and some poison curing done. Theo's absolutely being put through it right now. Poor guy. We'll do one more. Nice. And then we'll get rid of this poison. Not cure. Fantastic. Let's have a look at the map, see where we're at. I can make no sense of that. All I know is we gotta go a long way north. Where are we at? See, to me, I would have thought this is where the ship was. But I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. I must be wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong, because the ship had like a river out to the sea near it. Okay, now where's this? This is the Jade Passage. Okay, that's Cashian Castle. So we can go this way. Oh, 3 of them. Wonderful. I mean, we might be able to take them out. We get really good hits. Oh, actually, no. No. Hit something. I wonder if when... So she's obviously hitting for 0 damage. I hope she's still, like, leveling. I hope that's how that works. This poison is so annoying. Let's just take this one down. Ugh. What a waste of turns for these two. Oh well. What do you do? What do you do? Man, I was at work today, and I haven't had a job assigned to me all week. I've had work to do, but only like a little bit. And when we don't have work to do, we have this really monotonous, repetitive task to do, which is, it's fine for like the first hour or two, but then after that, your brain just melts because you're doing the same thing over and over. And, I was really struggling. I was like, it was like 1 p.m. and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna go through the next 3 hours of this. And then I got an absolute Hail Mary savior. Someone ended up handing in a bunch of peer checks at the end of the day. So I was able to peer check all those and finish the day. I was like, thank goodness. I was about to lose my mind. And then 30 minutes before the end of the day, I got assigned a bunch of work for next week. Would have been nice to have it this morning, but it is what it is. Take him down. Here it is. No more sea snake. Sea snake die. I might have to watch... You know how some people do those YouTube, retrospectives of certain games? I wonder if there's any for these first two. That would be interesting. Just to learn a little bit more about the lore. Maybe not even the lore, but just like making ofs or just some cool information about the games. Hold off on one more. Now he needs some poison cures. Both of you need poison cures. Jesus. Relentless down here. Where are we at? So that's Altea. Can we get through there? We can. Wait. Is that what I think it is? Yeah. What's... Tier. Man, so confused by this map. Everybody on the sea, dude. Everybody. No excuses here. Hopefully we can take him down before he hits us. Well, before he poisons us, more importantly. Do 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 do. That wasn't too bad, but when you get like 3 or 4 of them, 3 of them, honestly, even 2 of them can get annoying. Because then they can start poisoning everybody. Alright, we'll go through this little passage here. What's just south of the passage? Let's freaking map up again. Cave of Mystia. Okay. We're gonna go... north now. Hit something. I really want to see Ryla's physical damage go up. I don't understand. Do. No, I didn't want to get off there. But what we can do is when we get close to, is it Gatra? Yeah, we'll just, yeah, heck yeah, let's just take this up. We'll get some silver stuff for what's-her-face. Maybe we can get some durability boosts going for her, because she is piss weak. What do you mean? I thought you had silver! Come on! That is so frustrating. These guys definitely have silver. Can she hit one of these? Oh, she's at the back again because she died. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that at all. I'm over that. Alright, let's get her some armor. What does she need? She needs hands. I don't know if the tiara is any good. I will get her some hands. Alright, well, her absorb's gone up significantly. Now, I also don't remember what the heck the well, I actually don't know at all what the unicorn's for. Can we figure out what her current weapons do? She's skilled with shields and bows. Why are you not using bows? Or staffs? Do we bow? I think we might bow. Yeah, she can use a shield, but then she's still got to level up that other crap. We just switch her out to a bow. And she doesn't have to worry. She's got a long bow. We're gonna F this off. I'm gonna F this off too. And you are going to hold a silver bow. There's no silver bow here. Silver staff it is. Can you have a silver staff and a shield? That's the question. Yeah, her damage went up significantly. We don't have a shield, do we? No. Alright, let's sell all this stuff. Yep. What an absolute stitch up. We'll try and get her a shield. We've got money to burn right now. See if she can go staff and shield. She might not be able to. It could be a two-hander. Doesn't specify in the game, because I don't think it's that kind of game. Oh! That's a no. Her damage went way down. We're gonna sell that back. That's fine. Alright, she's gonna go staffs. Yeah, that's good. Now, we're gonna go up north of the warship, I'm thinking. That was a quick fight. Grab our boat, and then we're gonna head out here and up north. Actually, can we go up north? We're pigeonholed in. Interesting. No, I didn't want to move. Alright, we're back up this way, I guess. We want to see what's where the warship was, and I can't remember how strong the enemies were just north of it. I think they were relatively strong, though. How is there a round 2? $37 gold for that. I'll be damned. Can we see what Finn's like? I think, nah, actually, they were hitting for like 500. We know we can't do that. I was watching a stream of some guy today, and he was talking about Claire Obscure, and what was he saying exactly? He was basically saying that that game showed Square that turn-based games can still be done. Because I could be wrong, but I think they've moved away from that in the newer Final Fantasies. I don't know. I don't mind turn-based. It's a little bit more strategic, and you can take your time with it. You can think about it. The only reason I think that there might not be as big of a market for turn-based would be that people have a lower attention span. But I don't know, because from what I'm hearing, Claire Obscure has really been, I don't know how many units it's sold, but it's been crazy popular. Alright, let's see what you got. Let's keep getting some big fights. Well, this isn't gonna last very long. Interesting that these things can drop this kind of stuff. I think it's cool. It's a great addition to the game to have, like, item drops. Alright. Is she gonna get a chance to use her staff? I don't think so. Funny. Ruse. Ruse has got some utility. I think that could end up being pretty clutch later in the game. Yeah, I really hope this 4-day work week thing goes through. Oh, man, how good would that be? Like, I do a 9-day fortnight already, which is pretty awesome, but... Oh, man. That'd be great to have 4 days on, 4 days, 3 days off. When I used to work at Walmart, it was 4 on, 2 off, 4 on, 2 off. Which is pretty good, but then like once every like 4 or 5 weeks, I can't remember exactly what it was, you'd do a 5-1, and oh man, that 5-1 sucked. You'd work 5 days, get 1 off, and then you'd do 4 days, 2 days off, and it was just like that 5-1 was brutal. That's interesting that I think of that like that, because when I was doing my apprenticeship, it was like 6 days a week. We're getting some blinds. Lots of blinds. 6 days a week's way worse than 4-2, 5-1s. We should probably save it. I think we're getting to that point where we're gonna run across the next sort of level of enemy. Nice. We finished the second Goosebumps series. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was pretty damn good. I thought it was really cool to see David Schwimmer do something else, and because he hasn't done like a ton of stuff, like you can see that like you can feel that he's like real in it, if that makes sense. Like where a lot of actors and actresses do a ton of stuff, and then you just remember them from other roles so significantly that like sometimes it can take away from the realism of that show or movie, if that makes any sense at all. So it was cool to see him in it. What were we doing? Where am I? We were gonna save. So I think the ship was right here. Ostrich. And for the most part, the kids aren't too bad acting. There's one of the kids that's pretty rough, but the rest of them are pretty good. Because like, obviously they're theming them after the books a bit, and in the books it's it's predominantly kids that are in the main roles of the books. I'm pretty sure it always is. Alright, that's definitely where the ship was. Probably do a little healing after this, especially for Theo. Actually, we can just do it in this. Maybe not. Maybe he's just gonna die right away. I don't know what we're gonna watch next. We've done 5 out of the 7 Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Maybe we'll go back and finish that off. We were watching The Rookie for a while, but I'm a little bit burned out on that. Ooh, here we go. What do we got? Antlions. They go all in on one and see what happens. 66 damage, so a significant reduction. He's paralyzed. That's a big hit. That's like a one hit for the new chick, Ryla. Curious if this is even going to be remotely achievable. Not hitting nothing. Okay, okay, we got one down, we got one down. Now, we're gonna have to heal up Theo. Can he... Yeah, he can heal himself. Let's do that as well. And then she can do lightning. Let's just do that and see what happens. That's a pretty good hit. Get these heals going here. $22 damage, that's really terrible. That was not that good of a heal, to be honest. You have to go again. Actually, let's just do a fight action with you two, and let's see how we go. 71 damage. Man, it's cold in this room today. Paralyzed. Shit. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna watch next. We can go back to, we were watching Legend of Korra, which is pretty good. It was a little bit of a step down from Avatar, but still pretty good. See if we can clear him out this time. There we go. Alright, how much... Do we get much for this? Because that's a pretty tough 600 gold. Vitality, HP. Vitality, HP. Alright, let's heal up. The thing that sucks about those fights, though, is the potential for... I don't know how you... Ryla, yeah. The potential for her to get one shot is really high. Alright, let's just try another, let's not go too high. Let's just try another fight around here. Okay, this could be really bad. Pretty sure one of them things absolutely blocked us up not long ago. Yeah, the land ray. I was cleaning some games before the stream. Hey, Saint, welcome in. Welcome in. I saw you... I'm pretty sure I saw you playing, Deus Ex? Is that the original PC version? Because I think the first one came out on PC. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was a PC exclusive. That's one I really want to play. I've got a list outside of the 1,000 games, and that one's on there. Alright. This land ray is absolutely fucking us up. But you don't really have a choice. You gotta cure some people. And then if... Oh, you're paralyzed. You're almost dead. You know what? This might just be a mistake. This might just be a mistake. Oh, man. I don't know where to go in this game anymore. Lost. She did. The original version, but with revision mod pack. It was suggested to me. That's how I play to make it look and sound better. It's your first playthrough and you highly recommend it. Very much out of your comfort zone, but you're loving it. Man, that's awesome. That's so cool. I love hearing that. That makes me really excited to play it. I'm probably just gonna play the OG version because that's sort of just my theme. But that's cool. That's really cool. That's got me excited. I think I've got one on the Xbox 360 as well. What are we doing? We need to revive ourselves. Okay. We got a lot of work to do here. Let's get rid of this poison. Let's get Theo to do some cures. I was just gonna say, just before you popped in, I was cleaning up some games, because I was picking some out. We're gonna go to a game store tomorrow, and I'm gonna get some more resurfaced. And surprisingly, I didn't have as many as I would have thought I would have had to get resurfaced. I only had like 6 or 7, so, which is awesome. But, one of the games that I was cleaning up, Okami? Man, this, like, sticker remover stuff that I bought is unbelievable. Like, this game came up so good. It's crazy. I think it's called Gugon in the States, but I just use that, like, it's like a heavy citrus smell. I just use that, and it just takes care of stickers so well. There's only one sticker where it's having an issue with, and it's like from this SingStar game, and I'm just like I've thrown the game out because I'm like, I'm not gonna ever play that. But I wanna have the case to switch it out, and I'm trying to get this sticker off of it, and it's just the most resilient little sticker in the world. Uh-oh. Can we do this? What do we have? Can I put one to sleep? Like, can I put that guy to sleep? Let's try that. And then let's do a ruse on Theo. Let him fight. And let her fight. Why shoot the back again? Because she died. Damn it. She's gonna have to use lightning through this fight. Do. My goal when we go to this game store is not to spend a lot of money. Obviously, if there's something I've been looking for, I might grab it. But I've been going stupid lately. And now the missus is hounding me about an engagement ring, so it's gotta take priority over everything else. I think we can do one more full round before we gotta worry about healing and such. Oh, we got him. Nice. Wish I wouldn't have wasted all these extra turns here, but still good. So is Deus Ex kind of like, is it like Mass Effect sort of thing? I don't know why, but that's the first thing that comes into my mind as if I was gonna pick something similar. but I could be way off. I could be so far off. I played Mass Effect 1. I really enjoyed that. It was a little bit clunky, a little bit janky. And some of the exploration, like on the vehicle you drive on some of the planets, was a little bit shit. It wasn't too bad. It's still a very fun game, and I've got 2 and 3 that I want to play through as well. Never played Mass Effect. We say they're kind of similar in gameplay. Okay. Mass Effect's like third-person, over-the-shoulder shooter, but like it's got a bunch of story elements where you got like timing-based responses that you've got to input. Let's see if this guy can take this one out. You need to start healing. No. Who do I have? You need to attack. You can do lightning. Let's hope Ark can take this first one out. Uh-oh. That's not good. What company developed that? What company developed Deus Ex? I can't remember. Surely this time he takes it out. Do. I think we can win this. I've just underestimated how much health it had left. We really need to kill this one. Let's just go all in on this guy. IDOS, Ion Storm. Yeah, okay. I'm not actually too familiar with what they do anymore these days. Or if they've been bought out by some massive company and now they don't do anything. I'm kind of getting salty about that, to be honest. There's so many companies that get bought out and then they get closed, or those companies just like get absorbed and do like trivial things for bigger companies. I can see why, like, I'm gonna put quotes up here, indie developing is getting so popular because, well, it is so popular because there's not so much corporate bullshit. And good games can just be made. Like, I don't care if it's a AAA game anymore. I really don't. I don't play a ton of new games anymore. But, yeah, I'm not really fazed whether or not it's AAA or if it's a so-called indie game. Can we revive? We can. Who's got the most? We use Theo because we don't use a lot of magic on him outside of just healing here. But what was... I played Firewatch and I had a blast with that game. And it's just some small little, you know, 3-4 hour journey through that game. And then I played South of Midnight, which was pretty good. Like, it's not super memorable. It's pretty good. And then... at the moment, I'm playing the Elder Scrolls Remaster, which has been really good, which has been done by not Bethesda. I'm sure Bethesda's been overseeing it, but someone else has been doing it. Who's this dude? Dual Head, that's right. Dual Head. And then we're gonna play, as far as modern games, we're gonna play the Precinct next, which I think we're probably 3 streams from that, maybe 4, depending on how we go with this Oblivion. We're near the end of the Dark Brotherhood, and then we got to get the main storyline done. So we'll see how we go. I'm hoping that in the next, because I'm only playing that once a week, month, it's done. I almost think that maybe we should just stay in the ocean until we're strong enough. That's what it's feeling like. Or maybe we could just sit around the Dist castle, walk around there. The only problem with that is there's nowhere to save nearby. Well, I suppose it wasn't too terribly far, but you gotta get back out onto the ocean. Oh, she's still at the back. So is he. Oh, God. Gotta change that. That's my least favorite thing about this game. I guess we get rid of one of these cures. Yeah, that's my least favorite thing about this game, is having to switch your party members back and forth when they die. I realize that there's gotta be a penalty for dying, but I feel like the penalty for dying is already having to just revive and waste all that resources getting them back to full health. It does honestly feel like a penalty in itself. Let's go. Silver, let's just get rid of this cure here. Now, Deus Ex, that's like a shooter, right? Or is that like an RPG shooter? Or is it like a mix of the two? I'm trying to remember Mass Effect, because I can't remember if Mass Effect is like skills that you get better at. I played it so long ago, probably like 12 years ago. Just can't remember. Because I don't remember if Mass Effect had like a skill tree or like weapons leveling or anything like that. It's a first-person immersive simulator, puzzles, environment, and combat parts. Man, that sounds so different. That sounds like... I don't know. That sounds so different. I don't know if I've played anything quite like that. You get augments for your body. Okay, so it's obviously like, I knew it was futuristic, but perhaps it's way more futuristic than I had realized. Honestly, I can't wait. If someone's just like, hey man, here's some fucking wicked ass legs, and they're not gonna give you any trouble for the rest of your life, I'd be like, do it. You know? Or hey, here's a new shoulder and you're never gonna have shoulder pain again. Sweet. As long as it's like gonna make me like superhero-esque. Not superhero, but like way better than human. That would be great. Nah, that sounds interesting. It sounds really interesting. I'd love a bionic eye or something like that, because one of my eyes is fucked. Nobody cares that your damage is gonna go up. Oh my god, she hit something. Speaking of never played anything like it, I remember when BioShock first came out, and people lost their minds over it. And I was just like, look, I was like, it's a good game. But I was like, I don't understand why everybody's losing their mind over it. And then I played it again, probably... I don't know. Man, it would have been a while ago now. Probably around 10, 11, 12 years ago, something like that. And the second time, I liked it a lot more. I've heard that the series, like, what do you have? 2, and then you have Infinite? I heard they're very good, so I want to get back to that one day as well. It's pretty unique, like the world that is built and the story that's being told there. I use the I can't remember the guy's name, but the guy that like talks to you on the radio, and he's like, would you kindly? And that's like your trigger for you doing everything in the game. I use that. I use a form of that at work in my emails. I just go, thank you kindly. That's my like nod, tip of the hat to that game, because I always remember that bit. I always thought that bit was significant and interesting. We better do a little healing here. Oh, we got a little bit of leveling going on. Go Ems. Oh my god, she's even leveling. Holy shit. Lightning. I don't know what this unicorn is. Let's heal up a bit. Actually, maybe we use some of these items to heal, because we've got so damn many of them. Oh, that's cursed. Alright, my bad. So far, nobody's been cursed. Obviously, it's coming, though. Okay, so she's up to 186. That's a little bit better. 200 would be nice, then she's not going to get one shot by anything other than something super strong. Alright, where's our boat? I think our boat is still really far down south. I was listening to this podcast the other day that's a video game podcast. And they were talking about whether or not Duke Nukem could make a comeback. And I fully think it could. Now, I haven't played a lot of Duke Nukem games. In fact, I know more about Duke Nukem just from like stories and YouTube and like sort of just the lore that surrounds the games than I know about the actual games. And they were talking about whether or not it could make a comeback because of how like stupidly offensive the game can be. And I was just like, yeah, but if you just lean into it to the point where he's so offensive and he's so out of touch with like modern humans, like you could do it. Why did I switch that one out? I think you could literally just make him someone that's just like ridiculously dumb. You streamed a Duke Nukem game a couple of months back. It was wild. Yeah, I want to do those too. I think that there's like some old school charm to it. You can't take it seriously. Like, he's gonna say and do dumb shit in the game. That's just the way the game is. But like, it's got this like rawness to it that just doesn't exist in a lot of modern games. I grew up a couple of them, but they definitely belong in the 90s. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I remember playing, I think it was Duke Nukem 2 on PC when I was a kid. And obviously then, the games weren't really offensive. He was just like, I'm gonna chew bubblegum and kick ass or something like that. And I was just like, you know, as a kid, you're just like, that's so cool. And then I've played a little bit of Duke Nukem Forever. And I want to play through that one fully, because I think it's so dumb that it deserves to be seen and played through. Actually, I'll probably play through all of them. I bought one of them on PlayStation. It's got a stupid title. Hold on, let me guess what it is. Let me see what it is. Oh no, I'm thinking of a different one. The one I bought was Duke Nukem Time to Kill, but I think there's another one called like Duke Nukem Land of the Babes or something ridiculous. Actually, I better take a quick break. I'm gonna use the restroom, grab a drink, and I will be right back. Alright, we're back. So we're just grinding. That's all we're doing. I think our boat is down here. I mean, you know, trying to think of games or something I played as a kid that needs to make a comeback. Because there's a lot of games that were around and no longer are, and I feel like they definitely could exist again. And it's just... Actually, there's surprisingly a lot. Like, if you look at, like, PlayStation 2, Xbox era, GameCube era, Xbox 360, PS3 era, they were absolutely pumping out titles. Actually, we'll just heal up before we hop on the boat. And I think that sometimes those things need to be a thing again. Like, for example, there's a lot of, like, movie tie-ins that could exist that don't anymore, and I kind of miss the days of, like, having those easy movie tie-ins. Like, my partner and I played Shrek 2 a little while ago, and that was fucking so fun. And it was like a little challenging. Like, if you were a kid playing that, you would have been challenged playing that. But that was a good time. I kind of miss some of those movie tie-ins. I'm looking forward to the Terminator 2 2D that they've got coming out. I think that looks really cool. I'm trying to think of a game from when I was a kid that just, like, yes, this needs to be a thing again. Your friend just finished that game on stream? Shrek 2. Yeah, we literally... Actually, hold on. If I switch to this screen, Shrek! Because that's the last time I used this particular interface was for Shrek 2. So yeah, we've got it down there somewhere. I don't think there's a Shrek 1. It might be on PlayStation 1, I'm not sure. But we've got Shrek 3 as well, so we're gonna play Shrek 3 eventually. I think those games they're just so fun, and they were co-op, they were couch co-op. You just sit down and you play with a friend, and like we've got Shark Tale, we've got Finding Nemo, I'm pretty sure, and then we've got some Donald Duck game. We've got Open Season, Madagascar. We've got all these like really cool like movie tie-in games that were obviously they were designed for kids, but they're actually really fun to play. And Shrek 2 had like a fair bit of depth. Every character is like balanced a little different, and they do different special attacks, and they have different abilities to get through the game. I think it's pretty good. Barnyard. I don't know Barnyard. Is that a movie? I'm not familiar with that one. We have Chicken Little as well. Barnyard sort of sounds familiar. I bet if I asked my partner, she'd know exactly what it is. She's all over that stuff. Your friend has been doing a summer movie game series, and he's played all those. That is so cool. That is awesome. That is so freaking cool. But I still think there's a market for it. But I also think that kids today have been so like driven towards games like Fortnite or Call of Duty as their source of entertainment. There's not enough variety. Actually, we better just take this one dude out. Shark Tale was pretty good, but Barnyard. All right, look. I've got a list. It's going on the list. If you think it's good, I write it down and I look it up. And I guarantee you, when I'm done with this stream and I talk to my partner, she'll be like, oh yeah, I know that. Yeah. definitely look into it. Someone recommended a Transformers game on PlayStation 3 as well, so I've got to look into that. And then we got, what else did we get? One of the ones I'm taking to get cleaned up, resurfaced, is Tak 2. So there's the Tak series to play. That'll be pretty interesting. Like, I just think that with how accessible the PlayStation 2... Oh, I totally set that up wrong. Anyways, with how accessible PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube, that era was, you just saw so much variety. Like, I've got a game on Xbox called Cold Fear over here. It's about a ship in the, like, Arctic Ocean that goes underwater, and, like, you're dealing with some monsters underwater, or something like that. And I'm just like, that sounds like such an interesting premise that you just wouldn't see today, because no one's gonna make a budget for it. Trying to think of some other ones that were like I can name some of these that I've never played, but I have them because I want to play them. Like the Thief series, I've got one of those. You've got Sudeki, Panzer Dragoon. I've got one called Still Life, The Suffering. There's a Dungeons and Dragons game on Xbox. Alias. I've got an Alias game that apparently is meant to be pretty good on Xbox. There's just so much. That's why I'm like doing this retro thing, because I'm like, there's too much that I haven't played that exists in the world that I need to know. And obviously, like for PlayStation 2, you've got like 5 or 6 Grand Theft Auto games that are supposed to be really good. And then, you know, you've got other ones, like you've got Kingdom Hearts, you've got Final Fantasy, you've got Dragon Quest VIII is phenomenal. I've got Over the Hedge there, I can see. The Max Payne series. Ice Age 2, I can see. Ah, man, there's so many. Kessen? The Lego games? The Lego games? Like, holy crap, there's a whole world of Lego games to play. I've played quite a few of them with my partner because she loves the Lego games, and we achievement hunt those. And there's some great Lego games to play. And then someone was mentioning a Garfield game on a YouTube video I was watching a while back. And whatever this Garfield game was, they were just like, this game is like phenomenally good. And I was just like, I can't imagine a Garfield game today. Where are we at? Okay, so that's gonna be the tower down there. We should probably save. We haven't saved in ages. Nice. Oh, yeah, I remember where we are. I remember. I just realized we have like an inventory full of stuff, so let's cure that quick. And then, I mean, there's some modern companies that are doing absolutely fantastic things, like, you know, Claire Expedition. I haven't played it, but I don't think I can not hear about that almost every second day. Someone's mentioning it. And then you've got my partner and I just started playing Grounded 2, the beta, and we love that. That's so much fun. It's a bit buggy at the moment, but it's still so much fun. Oops. We just want to sell some stuff, so it doesn't matter where we go. Lightning power, blind, ruse. I mean, we'll get rid of one of these powers. Two... How many lightning? We only have one lightning. I don't think we need the blind. We'll take this second. We don't need blind or zap. Zap has not worked one time in this game. Not once. We'll assign the rest of those. Lightning. Actually, who doesn't have lightning? That's the question. He's got lightning. We're gonna get rid of lightning. But ruse, we'll give that to, give that to Ark. And then we'll give Ark power as well. He's getting a full list. And then we're gonna take this fire and we're gonna give it to her, so she's got a couple of spells. And we'll get rid of that lightning. There was this game that lives in my head because I read an article in a magazine about it. Man, this would have been, I want to say Game Pro magazine. Probably 2003, 2006, somewhere in that range. I read about called Hydrophobia. And the idea of it was so intriguing. I always wanted to play it. I've never played it. I don't think it ever had a physical release. Actually, let me write that down. Let me look into it. It may not have even been released. I have no idea. I've never heard of it other than that magazine. Very real thing that a lot of games don't get released. I can think of the one series I would love to see come back. And I think they need to just throw away the things that they think they should do because they need to fit into the industry standard and just do what they do best. And I think the Driver series needs to make a comeback. That is one of my favorite series in all of video games. I thought Driver 1 and 2 were so freaking good. So much fun. And then Driver San Francisco was... it's just flawless. Driver San Francisco's multiplayer was so much fun. I love Driver San Francisco so much, I own it on 3 different consoles. I have it on PlayStation, I have it on Xbox 360, and I have it on PC. Do I play it on all of them? Absolutely not. But I just know that this game is becoming so much more niche to find that every time I see it, I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna grab it. I want to play through the whole series on stream eventually. I still gotta find a couple. It might actually only be one of the games now. So I did buy Parallel Lines on Xbox. That's the thing about Australia is Xbox was so unpopular that it's a lot harder to find games for it. GameCube's worse. GameCube is so much worse. Another series that would, like, obviously Legend of Zelda is a series that continues to be made and continues to, like, do really well. But if you made one, like, really dark for adults, like Twilight Princess, I think that would be fantastic. Saying that, I've actually never beaten a Legend of Zelda game without a Game Shark. Not a single one of them. But I've played a lot of it. I've gotten close on the Nintendo 64, and then for whatever reason I just fell off of it. Do we need to heal up? We're actually not too bad. We could do one heal on Theo. So let's use Ems. He's struggling to get more magic points. We'll do 2. Nice. My partner raves about the Tomb Raider series as well, the newer ones that are on like 360 and PS3. She says those are really good. I've never played them. They look good though. I'm actually a huge fan of those style of games where it's like action adventure, treasure hunty sort of thing. I think that's really fun. Like Uncharted, I played through 1, 2, 3 a couple of years back, probably 2-3 years ago, for the first time ever, and I thought that was great. I thought they were really fun. Weird how that Uncharted 2 played so well, and then Uncharted 3, for some reason, it like took a step back in the shooting. Not quite sure I understand what was going on there. Alright, so we've explored this entire castle. We're just gonna dip our toe into the cave, maybe. Maybe. I do think Uncharted's probably done, though. I think that series is probably dead. And I don't know if I blame them. What if they had 4 plus a spin-off, plus the Vita games? Well, there was 1 Vita game. That's pretty good. So 6 games. I think they're probably putting all of their eggs into the, what do you call it? The Last of Us at the moment. So see, these guys aren't super strong, which is so deceiving, because as soon as I stepped foot into this cave, it was like 5 times stronger than this. Hey, bit of leveling up going on. Hell yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else. I'm actually pretty excited about the heroes. What's it called? I can't remember if it's called Heroes Resurrected, or if I've just like pulled that out of my head for no reason. But it's like Heroes of Might and Magic 3 was such a good game, and they ended up remastering it. It's still 2D, but they ended up remastering it and like selling it on Steam and GOG and stuff like that. But I think they've got a new one coming out, and it's supposed to be being handled by a team that's well regarded in the strategy game space. So that's kind of exciting. Let's get out of here. Let's save it. Let's save it before we do that. Before we absolutely ruin this play. Let's save it. That's a game, though, I'd probably never stream. I'd probably only play that offline. I might record it, but I'd only play it offline. Different fight. Very different fight. It's interesting. Big hits, big damage. But as soon as we get those giants come in, we got one shot. That's hard to deal with. We've definitely leveled up a lot, like a fair bit in the stream. There's no doubt. Whether or not it's enough to make a shot at this, I don't think so. I think we've got a little bit more to go. What was another one my partner and I played? Tarzan Free Ride? I think it's called something else in the States. Tarzan. It was on PS2. I'm forgetting what it's called. I did know it. Anyways, we played Tarzan Free Ride. That was pretty fun. I was terrible at it. My partner was so good at it, but I was awful at it. I couldn't do the free ride very well, and the water sections were dreadful. Fights stay like this is completely manageable, but I doubt that they are. Let's have a look at our health. Yeah, we're in great shape. We just gotta get to this chest. Start with that. You found a treasure box. I mean, I feel like going this way makes the most sense. Alright, so we're potentially dealing with a lot of just undead down here, which is interesting. I don't know why, like, Ryla, I always forget that she's doing damage. Like, she's hit something in one shot at there, which is great. Not a ton of damage, but for some reason, her attacks just sort of fade into the background. I would say Ems does too, and it's probably because they do significantly less damage. So I don't notice it as much, which is pretty disappointing, because I've not been realizing if they're progressing very well. Alright, so we got some stairs. Pendant is beside dragon's dead body. Received pendant. Okay. That's sad. There's a dead dragon just there. Oh, I remember these guys. They're called Y Souls. Alright, let's everybody all on one. Let's see what we gotta do here. Okay. Okay. He's dead. He's dead. Oh, here's a good one. Star Wars games. There's not that many Star Wars games anymore. There used to be so many Star Wars games. Like, I've probably got 5 or so just sitting there on Xbox. Maybe 4. But like with PlayStation 2, I'd have probably 5 or 6. There's so many old Star Wars games that were good. I haven't played them, so I'm looking forward to a lot of them. The new Lego Star Wars is pretty good though. Alright, so I'm surprised how quickly we got that pendant. We must have just gotten a really bad first fight. Oh, we better heal. We better heal a little bit. She's up to 250 health. That's awesome. We need to get Ryla up there. I don't mind the switching out of characters. That doesn't really bother me. It just feels like they should be a little bit stronger. Especially because Minwoo was so good. Minwoo was amazing. Minwoo was... It honestly pulls you through that first section of the game so well. Let's throw down some ice here on this Mr. Turtle. And then everybody else can just fight the stalactite. Ice. Ice. We're gonna head out. We're gonna save. I know it doesn't seem like we've done much, but we do have the pendant. Instant fight. We're gonna do a little bit more grinding. There's one series that I think should never come back. When we're talking about series that should come back, as much as it pains me to say, I always love more story, but the Metal Gear Solid series, I think it's done. Do I think it's perfection? No. But I do think some of the games within it are. I think Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3 are perfection. I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 4 yet. Just bought it the other day. I've always wanted to play it, but I feel like I have this, like, attachment to that character, this attachment to that game, that, I never wanted to see it end. So it's been a hard one for me to actually play. But one day we will. One day we're gonna play through that whole thing. We'll probably go through the NES and the well, the two NES ones on their own, separate from that series. But you've got all the console versions, and I think you've got two. You've got Peace Walker for sure on the PSP, but that released on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. I don't remember if there was another one. I feel like there was another one, and then you've got the graphic novels of Metal Gear Acid. And I'm pretty sure everything within that is lore. I think everything within those games still sits within the whole universe, which is really fascinating. Yeah, that's a very tough one for me to think about beating. Alright, let's go back into here. We'll pursue a little bit further down south. Okay. A little bit of a bigger fight, not too much. What was going on with the giants? Was that just like a random one-off and I've just spent the last 2 hours fucking around? She's coming up. She's starting to do some damage. Let's take this out with everybody except for Theo. We'll get Theo to throw some ice on the turtle. Do it again, Theo. More ice for the turtle. He loves it. He told me. Beautiful. Zap. Well, at least we can sell it. I don't know why I chose this way. Just felt like it. Okay, this is much bigger than I had expected. Let's get some heals going here. We'll go a little bit further. This is not good. Alright, so... everybody, physical attack. Wow. That was actually a pretty weak hit. Okay, so he's blind right now. What can we do? We can chuck Ruse on ourselves. She can chuck Ruse on Theo. And then Theo can do what? Power on himself? Or power on Ark? And then she can do... I don't know why I chose run. That was stupid. Please just don't let her run right now. Oh, okay. So apparently both of them can go. They can just attack through each other for some reason. It's wild that you can have a random encounter in places in the world that will absolutely just wipe you, but the rest of the encounters have been pretty manageable. How do you balance that? Like, as a player, you feel like you should be in there, but then every once in a while you're told you're not supposed to be in there. And my first fight was this, so I fucked around and went around the world, only to find that it was just a bad first fight. Oh my god. I mean, we might as well just go balls to the walls and just see what happens. Like, what is it gonna take to kill one of these dudes? Like, we're blinding him, which I suppose is a good start. He seems to be missing. I don't see a world where we get out of this, though. Should we do power on Ark again? See what happens. Try one more time. If we get hit again, I mean, we could get one shot here. Okay, that's one down. We're gonna have to get this guy hopefully blinded. Critical hit. He's missing a lot. He's lost sight. Okay. Fight. We'll cast Ruse on him again. Critical hit. Missed. We'll do a cure. Because if on the off chance he does get a crit, he can still one-shot us. And then we're gonna do some physical attacks until he finally gets a hit off. And we just hope and pray he doesn't ever get a hit off on M's, because then it's just gonna be one of us. I don't know how much health they have, but 600, 700, 800, somewhere like that seems pretty logical for what's going on here. Nice. I can't believe we got through that. We're definitely stronger than the first time we had to deal with that. Let's do a life. Yeah, well, they both need it anyways. Wait. What? Did it somehow revive both of them? Color me confused. I don't know what the hell just happened there. Alright. We are gonna head back. Please don't be more giants. Oh, thank goodness. So it seems like it's just a random encounter. And it's just kind of dumb luck whether or not it's gonna happen. When it does happen, obviously it's pretty brutal. But it looks like the rest of this area we might be able to do. So we just gotta be pretty well prepared to deal with these fights. Just power them down, unfortunately. The blind may have saved us, so that's good to know. Maybe casting a blind straight away is going to be super beneficial for us. Nice. It's such a wild difference in enemy strength. It's crazy. Crazy. Oh, she's got some increases going on. Hell yeah, what's going on? Let's see it. 205. We're gonna meet that with a heal. We'll do one more for Theo. Oh, this will be pretty good. Should be able to take the wizard guy out with a couple of shots, and then we'll just take this guy out. And And then this whole fight, oh wow, one shot. One shot. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's do this properly. Sometimes I get carried away and hit the wrong things. Let's see how lucky we can get. Maybe. Just maybe. We can take both these turtles out. That's one. That's one. I actually think that... Oh, we can't attack anyone at the back. You know what that means. Take some ice. Ice or lightning? I don't know. He's a rock, so he could... It could be fire. We're trying 3. We're trying 3. How does he go with the ice? 32 damage. Not much. How does he go with the fire? 22, even worse. And the lightning is 40 damage. So not a lot of damage, but he'll definitely go down on the next round of physical attacks. Take him out. Oh, he didn't go. All right. Now you're gonna go. What about... She doesn't have a lot of attacks. It's a very, like, buff and defensive sort of magic. Let's just do, lightning. Or ice, sorry. Fire again. This would probably take them all out, to be honest. Alright, no chance. You're done, stalactite. Zap. Oh. We're getting a lot of spells here. Let's zap spells never worked for me. Not one time. But at the very least, it's something to sell. Alright. We're going to save it. Right here. We're gonna call it a stream. We got bad lucked right away. Did I save that? Yeah. We got bad lucked right away, and we ended up getting owned the first time we jumped into this cave. And then I thought, whoa, we're not strong enough, because we came up against 2 giants right away, and they one-shot most of us. Only to realize that that's just a random encounter, and this is where we should be. So we just gotta grind it out. We've already got the pendant, which is awesome, so we can talk to the dragon, but we should clear out the rest of the cave. So when we come back, what we're going to do is we're probably going to go over, sell some stuff, get our magic and our health all, like, good, and then we'll come back to the cave, and we'll start grinding again, and we'll get through it. I think we'll get through it in the next stream, for sure. So, thanks for hanging out, and thanks for chatting, and I will see you guys in the next one.